Dialog Semiconductor, its CEO Jalal Bagherli says the firm intends to continue expanding into China and expects to continue its quick growth. The stock's up around 80% in 2019 after finalising a partial sale of its business to Apple. I spoke to the Dialog CEO a little earlier on today after the company released its latest numbers.
We're very confident in terms of the second half of the year for the business. We've just delivered, as you indicated, a very strong Q2. Q3 we've guided up, both from a revenue point of view and prospects for creating new business. We have 2 or 3 growth drivers that will help us drive through further growth.
So let me just read you a quote from a JP Morgan note that was published this morning. "We believe that Dialog's multiple could re-rate once the company starts delivering growth on new initiatives or shows considerable promise in new business opportunities." When are those things going to happen?
Right. Well, they started already to happen in Q2. You see elements of that. Our growth business, for example, with the mobile already grew tripled over a year ago, same quarter. These are outside the licensed business to Apple. And the other 2 segments that we are growing, one is in IoT through our Bluetooth connectivity product that has a growth of 26% year over year, which is phenomenal. And we have also another line, which is the travel adapters for phones, AC to DC conversion, and that's been a slower market in China because we're exposed there, but in Q2 started to pick up steam, and actually quarter on quarter we had over 50% growth. So these we expect to continue going forward as 5G comes along, as USB PD comes along for mobile phone. And then in the Bluetooth is the IoT expansion as we connect more components to the net, to the phones. Our products play a big part, particularly in things like trackers, fitness trackers, smart pens, that sort of thing.
Where do you see your relationship with Huawei going?
I think that's a fairly complex situation, but I mean, we see our exposure generally growing in China, and Huawei is a big part of Chinese scene for our business, for electronics business. So we have increasing number of technologies that they're interested in and they can deploy in their particularly consumer part of their business. We are not into network business. It's mostly to do with phones and other consumer devices. So we see a growing number of designs or products that they can use. Now, nobody likes sort of trade friction, etc. So the sooner we have less friction, the better. But at the end, we are a European-based company, and many of our IP and technology is European-based. So we are not subject necessarily to all the restrictions that you hear about.